Morning, Mr. Jerry Baker. Skip LaCour, I was just telling you I'm doing this bulking and cutting challenge, and Skip LaCour with Mass Machine Nutrition has asked us to identify what our cardio standards are. And you just got done with your cardio, and you're the perfect person to be asking what your cardio standards are, because for one, you're the perfect role model. Jerry, how old are you?
78.
78, and he is in here every day, chipper as can be. And all you guys ought to be looking at him to be a role model, because he hangs around all the hot women. He's got it going on. So Jerry, tell me, what are your cardio standards? How much cardio do you do?
I just try to do 300 calories.
Okay.
And then I do light weights for golf.
And how many days a week do you do your cardio?
6 days.
All right. Do you monitor your heart rate?
No.
All right. And Jerry, now you do have a heart pacemaker, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's one other thing. And how do you think the cardio has affected your overall quality of life and your well-being?
Makes a big difference. Even the doctors tell me that it makes a big difference in my health.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah. My breathing and my heart.
All right, Jerry, well, I'm going to turn the camera over to you,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you about my cardio standards. It's ready to go. All right, Mass Machines. Now, this is a little tough. It's 100 JB, and we're here and we're doing cardio right now. And this is tough because not only am I shooting this video, but I got to maintain my cardio standards. So I got to make sure my heart rate's in the right zone here, first of all. So right now, I'm high. I'm 168. I really ought to be down more around 150 for my goal. But I'm pumped up right now. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take it down a little bit, which would be good. And I'm going to tell you about my cardio standards. What I used to do, I used to do 30 minutes of cardio 3 days a week. And I didn't monitor my heart rate. It was just 30 minutes of cardio. I knew I was pushing hard, I was breathing hard. I didn't monitor my heart rate for years. And then all of a sudden one year, it dawned on me, you know what, if I'm going to do this cardio, I should be maximizing the results I'm getting from it. So I went out and I got myself a heart rate monitor. And I started monitoring my heart rate. What I wanted for my heart rate varied depending on if I was in competition or if it was just everyday maintenance cardio. So when I'm in competition, I'll do high intensity cardio, try to spike my heart rate, maximize the burning of calories. But in the off season, you know, I don't want my cardio to be that intense, because the goal is just for maintenance and to be able to, you know, keep cardio health and that kind of stuff. So that's where my cardio started out with no real plan, no real monitoring, and that's where it is now with my heart rate monitor and monitoring what my goals are. Now I want to tell you some more. About 6 months ago, my trainer, she said, Joy, you got to take that high intensity cardio down, because this is off season and we're trying to put on weight and you're just getting cranked up and we can't get enough calories in you. You just keep burning. So she said, Joy, you got to back off on that cardio. So, you know, I always thought that the bike was for wussies and the bike was too easy. And I always used the stepper, or, you know, I ran on treadmill. But, you know, I decided, I need to get my heart rate down. Let's start using the bike. It'll get my heart rate down. I won't be spiking so much like I do on the elliptical. So I started using the bike. First off, just 15 minutes. I'm supposed to do 30 minutes of cardio when I do cardio. But when I got on the bike, I found that the cardio was really taxing my legs in 15 minutes. So I started out 15 minutes on cardio on the bike, and then I would transition to the treadmill and I'd run my other 15 minutes. But I wanted to work my goal up to being able to do 30 minutes on the bike. And the bike gave me an intense pump in my legs, which told me that I needed to work those muscles and that this was an opportunity for new growth. So I started every week. I started out 15 minutes on the bike, 15 on the treadmill. Next week, 16 minutes on the bike, 14 on the treadmill. Next week, 17 minutes on the bike, 13 on the treadmill, until I got up to 30 straight minutes on the bike. And now I'm finding my legs are stronger and I have to increase the resistance on it. And I'm finding it's a good thing. The other great thing about the bike is, you know, I always thought, man, I saw people reading it and I thought, I can't read a magazine on the bike. Well, you know what? I find that I bring my Flex magazine in here and I read my bike, or I read while I'm on the bike. And when I'm reading, you know, it actually helps take the focus off of the, oh man, I got 30 minutes left. And it actually gets me pumped up and gets me energized and helps me enjoy my cardio more. This time on the bike also gives me time to review my workouts and see how I did. So that's another opportunity. Another thing, my legs like today, they're tired because I did a leg workout yesterday. But and it's easy to use a lot of body language and get your heart rate going. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep the focus on my legs. So I try to think about my legs, keep the focus on my legs. Another thing, I got to add this in here. I said I wanted to be a Tim Tebow for the world of bodybuilding. I want to tell you something. The next time that you're complaining because you got to do cardio, I want to say, think about all those people that are in wheelchairs and they're crippled and they can't get up. And they would love to be on that bike or whatever doing cardio. Personally, I think about my mom and I think about the fact that my dad had to help her get up out of bed every morning. She couldn't even get up on her own. Well, you know what? Wouldn't my mom have loved to be up here on this bike? So whenever I'm complaining about it, I just think that, and I thank the Lord for my help. And right there, I'm Tim Tebow, and that ends this video. Jerry Baker, hand the camera back over to me, sir. One more thank you. Round of applause for Jerry Baker. I appreciate the time out. And did you learn anything about your cardio standards today, Jerry?
Well, I think so. Yeah, but I'm still at the age I'm not going to do a whole lot of cardio.
Now, after listening to 100 JB, you're going to have to crank that up, right? All right, over and out, Mass Machines. Think about your cardio standards. Let us know what they are.